Hey, good morning. I don't know if you guys get a chance, but you should watch a 360 video. Specifically this, I know it's kind of explaining about my own videos, but last night went on YouTube on the television, and I was curious how a 360 video like this actually would broadcast on the TV, which is obviously flat, and it's not like you can hand the TV around. It's not how it works. So what it does is actually presents the entire video, obviously both spheres, and kind of reformats it. It's hilarious because you'll see, I'll accentuate it, but essentially it looks like I have tiny legs and I'm pedaling like that. So we laughed for quite a while. So highly recommend it. Get it on your big screen TV and prepare to laugh. It's quite enjoyable because there's actually not a lot on TV in a while. It's kind of been sucking lately. I actually almost rarely watch any of the major channels anymore. So kind of fun. It's good. Things are changing up. Not all the powers in one or three or four different channels. It's all over now, especially with Netflix. Oh, that was a weird way to start a video, but just thought I'd give you that insight. Okay, I'm on the Juice Bikes cross current, doing the morning commute in how many miles? 143 miles. So it's been doing really well. I had a person comment on the fender, and they're saying that it's actually easy to adjust. The thing is, I'm just borrowing this bike, so I don't want to manipulate it too much. It's truly up to the guys over at Juice Bikes who were so kind enough to let me do kind of a long-term review of this bike. So I will, excuse me, I'll advise them and let them, come up with a better way to manipulate the arms. But I mean, I think I got it about 95% there. But I will say this, the fenders do work well. It's just getting them dialed in. So try that. The back doesn't make any noise at all. I have no noise out of that at all. And yesterday at work, I had a colleague at work try the bike. He's like must be 6'3", 6'2". So yeah, he really enjoyed it as well. We raised the seat up. He liked the fact that Juice Bikes, I think, is one of the only ones in the electric bike, at least one of the primaries, I should say, where they had the larger size. Like, this is a large. He actually thinks he would go for the XL because he is so tall. So that's kind of interesting feedback. So for those of you that are on the larger size, Juice Bikes has got you covered there. But I do expect to be checking out, swapping this bike out for the Rip Current, which I'm real excited about, the fat tire version. The one thing I will say is, again, this is great for city and commuting like this. It's a super tight bike, really precision. The thing I do miss, I think my preference is I also like to play around more when I commute or off-road, and the fat tire bike allows you that. It affords you, if you will, the opportunity to fly off a curb or go off-roading. So depending on what your style is too, the other thing you have to think about is profile. This is a leaner profile. So if you don't want to be so obvious, like, you're this big Hurricane fat tire bike on the road where people are definitely staring at your bike more, this one is more subdued and looks relatively close to what you would say, I'd say more like a touring bike or a standard commuting bike, which is its purpose too. Now the fat tire is also considered a commuting bike, but it's, I think, more interesting on you know, what you can use it for. So not just commuting, but also off-road. So, anywho, that's those are my primary updates. And then I know too that some other people were commenting that they're like on the fence. And what I would tell them is it's time to get off the fence and get to saving money. You do have to spend some money initially. Some of them do have monthly programs. Man, it is hard to talk when the whole thing's vibrating. The road is really bumpy here. So really, once you purchase a bike, that's it. You sell your car. If you have a used car that's paid for, you're gonna get the money back in return. And I tell you, I know I've made my heart healthier, you know, because a lot of the jobs now, tech, etc., like mine, you sit at the desk a lot, you're not forcing yourself to get healthy. And this really does that. It forces you to get healthy. So, now there are times when I come, like yesterday, come home at the end of the day, and you know, at times you're just kind of burnt. But again, if I don't exercise during that commute time, I'm never going to. I just don't have that. Other than doing some abs at home or whatever, I don't have it in me to force myself to get up and do something. So you're gonna save money and you're gonna get healthier. Those two things alone should make a difference. Now, I'm gonna try to go longer than 8 minutes. This might cut. I don't know, but let's see. I think that was, those are most of the items I wanted to cover. And that's it. I think we've done that. I've shown you guys everything. If you have any questions about this bike, let me know. If you have anything specific about the Rip Current, let me know too. And then